Hey, what's going on, guys? King here. In today's video, we're going to be going through a build for the tactical that you can utilize on absolute difficulty and to help you complete those hard daily and hard weekly stratagems. This build is going to be centered around using the primary weapon being the 2x headshot multiplier bolt rifle, especially when you are playing solo, true solo, or solo queuing with random teammates. So to start off the video, we are going to start with that primary weapon being the 2x headshot multiplier accuracy variant of the bolt rifle, and we are going to come down here to the perk tree with the first perk being extended magazine. Magazine size increases by 15% of the maximum into magazine restoration. When your health drops below 30%, your ammo reserve is restored by a full magazine, cannot exceed maximum ammo capacity, cooldown is 30 seconds. Now this perk works in really good synergy with the perk we have here, Emperor's Vengeance. Killing a Majoris level or higher enemy restores your primary weapon's ammo by 1 magazine, cannot exceed maximum ammo capacity, cooldown is 30 seconds. Basically ensuring that our primary weapon does not run out of ammo, especially on those longer missions being absolute difficulty and hard daily and weekly stratagems. Next, we're going to take Perpetual Precision. Maximum spread decreases by 10% into Able Precision. After using a class ability, maximum spread decreases by 25% for 10 seconds. This is particularly important for bolt weapons in this game because bolt weapons are going to be centered a lot around headshot damage, and this is going to turn our bolt rifle basically into a laser beam to deal damage specifically with headshots. After that, we're going to take Great Might. Damage increases by 10% against Terminus level enemies, and we're going to take Recoupment. Killing a Majoris level or higher enemy with a headshot with this weapon restores 1 armor segment. Cooldown is 15 seconds. When you find yourself away from the fight in a more ranged capacity, Recoupment is going to be able to get your armor back, especially when you can't make it to get into an execution to restore your armor. After that, we're going to take Increased Capacity. The maximum ammo reserve for this weapon increases by 20%. And then we're going to take Cleaving Fire. Shots will penetrate enemy block stances, dealing 25% of the usual damage. After that, we're going to take Rampage. After killing 7 enemies in rapid succession, you'll deal 25% more damage for 10 seconds. Cooldown is 15 seconds. 10 seconds to deal 25% more damage after killing 7 enemies is extremely good. So having this perk is extremely good in this perk tree. After that, we're going to take Extended Magazine. Magazine size increases by 15% the maximum into Headhunter. Headshots deal 10% more damage. And then finally, we're going to be taking the last perk in this tree being Perpetual Penetration. Each shot penetrates 1 additional target. This is basically going to help us clear out those Majoris enemies with headshots to be able to then focus in on our Majoris level and Extremis level and even Terminus level enemies. So after that, we're going to move over to the secondary being our Plasma Pistol. I am taking the Rate of Fire variant for the Plasma Pistol here, and the Plasma Pistol in this capacity for this build is not necessarily for damage dealing, but more so for staggering enemies and AoE with charge shots and gun strikes. So the first perk we're going to be taking here is Plasma Collection. This weapon's energy reserve increases by 20%. After that, it's going to be Rapid Cooling. After killing 7 enemies in rapid succession, this weapon does not heat for 10 seconds. Cooldown is 15 seconds. After that, we're going to take Plasma Collection. This weapon's energy reserve increases by 20%. And next, we're going to take Divine Might. Damage increases by 10%. Next, we're going to take Great Might. Damage increases by 10% against Terminus level enemies. And after that, Plasma Collection, again increasing the energy reserve for the weapon by 20%. Next would be Perpetual Velocity. Shots charge 20% faster. And then Efficient Charge. Charge shots from this plasma weapon use 2 less energy, and finishing it off with Perfect Cooling. After a perfectly timed dodge, the equipped weapon is completely cooled. Again, we're really building this Rate of Fire variant plasma pistol to have increased magazine capacity and to be able to deal charge shots and AoE gun strikes to stagger enemies to allow us more time to reload our primary weapon, which is going to be our primary damage dealer. And then for the melee weapon, we are going to be taking the Balanced Relic Chainsword. Balanced primarily because of the cleaving potential and its ability to clear out hordes and open up space for us to utilize, again, that bolt rifle and really access that 2x headshot multiplier. So for the Chainsword, we're going to be taking Perpetual Strength. Melee damage increases by 5%. And then into Swift Recovery, heavy attacks restore 100% more contested health, applies to the following attacks: Quick Punch, Front Kick, Shoulder Bash, and Stomp. And then into more Perpetual Strength, and then into Saw Blade. Light combo length increases from 4 to 5 strikes. Into Heavy Onslaught. Heavy attacks with this weapon deal 15% more melee damage. And Combined Onslaught. Light combo attacks with this weapon deal 10% more melee damage. We are going to be taking Full Throttle here for what's called the Full Throttle combo skip, which allows us to go from a first light attack into a front kick into a shoulder bash immediately. So it completely switches the punch animation with Full Throttle, allowing us to skip that first quick punch and go directly into a front kick and then a shoulder bash. After that, we're going to be taking Minor Slayer. Melee damage against Minoris level enemies increases by 20%. And lastly, Extremis Slayer. Melee damage against Extremis level enemies increases by 15%. And then moving over to the perk tree, the first perk we're going to be taking in the perk tree is actually going to be Balanced Distribution. Your primary weapon deals 10% more damage, but your secondary weapon deals 10% less damage. Again, we are buffing the primary weapon in this scenario to be our heavy damage dealer with that 2x headshot multiplier, so we want to take that 10% more damage. And then it doesn't really matter for our secondary weapon, because our secondary weapon is primarily going to be using charge shots, again, to stagger incoming enemies, open up space for us, and allow us to reload our primary weapon and deal more damage from our bolt rifle. In the second column here, we're going to take Heightened Vigor. After a perfectly timed parry, block, or dodge, you deal 10% more melee and gun strike damage. Do not lose control upon taking heavy hits and cannot be knocked back for 10 seconds. This is basically a super high level perk. You almost always want to take Heightened Vigor, especially for the no knockback mechanic, because no knockback in this game will get you killed and staggered and get you into a stun lock animation. So having no knockback is extremely important. After that, again, we are taking that Emperor's Vengeance perk, and then for our team perk, we are going to be taking Secure Stockpile. Equipment charges restored by 1 for all squad members. Cooldown is 60 seconds. This is quite possibly the best team perk in the entire game. Equipment saves games. It is going to allow you to get 60-second frag grenades, crack grenades, stun grenades, melt-a-bombs, and just utilize them on repeat, especially after picking up that specific equipment. So having this perk is extremely vital, especially when you are queuing with random teammates or playing solo, because equipment is extremely vital and will save you in a match by taking out, Extremis, dealing heavy damage to Terminus level enemies, and really just clearing hordes, especially against Tyranids, where they have the Synapse mechanic, where when you take out a Majoris or Extremis level enemy, it will kill off a significant portion of those Minoris level enemies. After that, moving into the gear section, we're going to be taking Vital Data. Scanning Extremis level or Terminus level enemy restores Auspex scan by 50%. This is just going to allow us to get our Auspex back more quickly. And then in the second column, we are going to be taking Battle Focus. A perfectly timed parry block gives the parried enemy a mark from Auspex scan. What you will find when playing tactical in these higher level missions is typically you will find yourself a little bit further away from your teammates or trailing behind your teammates, as you are a primary range damage dealer. So being able to have an Auspex scan on an incoming Extremis level, Majoris level enemy is extremely important. It's going to allow you to deal more damage to that enemy, open up space for you, and allow you to get back to dealing that significant range damage without any incoming heavy attacks from those higher level enemies. You could also take Precise Calibration in this situation. Enemies marked with Auspex scan take an additional 75% damage, but Auspex scan radius is reduced by 25%. What I will say is Precise Calibration, in synergy with Concentrated Fire, Auspex scan zone lasts 60% longer, and enemies marked by Auspex take an additional 120% damage, but they lose the mark when they leave the scanned area, is a really good perk setup. It can be very difficult to get your Auspex scan off correctly and have those enemies stay within that Auspex scan area, especially on these higher level difficulties where they close distance a lot quicker and you do find yourself backing up to create distance between those enemies. But if you can get the Auspex scan off, especially on Terminus level enemies, you're going to see a significant damage increase and be able to chunk down Terminus level enemies, Extremis level enemies, and pretty much 2, 3, 4 shot kill Majoris level enemies very, very quickly if you are able to get them off. In this situation, we are going to be taking battle focus though, as it is something that is going to help save you and open up space for you when you find yourself trailing behind or separated from your teammates. And then that third column, again, we are going to be taking Concentrated Fire here. And lastly, for our signature perk, we are going to be taking Radiating Impact. Radiating Impact as a signature perk is extremely, extremely good. A melee finisher additionally deals significant area of effect damage in a 10-meter radius. Cooldown is 90 seconds. This, when used correctly, can take out massive hordes of Minoris, knock Majoris into incapacitated state, knock Extremis into incapacitated state, and chunk significant damage off of Terminus level enemies like a Carnifex, Neurothrope, or Hellbrute. So having this, utilizing it correctly, and utilizing it in certain situations will save games easily. And then for our prestige perks, the first perk we're going to be taking is Acuity. Each consecutive headshot increases headshot damage by 3% up to 15%. The bonus lasts 5 seconds without a headshot. In synergy with the 2x headshot multiplier bolt rifle variant, you are going to notice that knocking Majoris level enemies into an executionable state goes significantly faster. This is going to buff your headshot damage to pretty much make those Majoris level enemies that are incoming towards you feel like they are getting knocked down extremely fast. After that, we're going to take Skilled Supplier. Ammo Reserve increases by 15%, and then we're going to be taking Fortitude. Health increases by 15% to get additional health on our health bar, as Tactical is a bit of a squishier class in the higher difficulties, Absolute, Hard Stratagems, Daily, and Weekly. And then lastly, we're going to be taking Resilience. Medicae Stims restore 40% more health. Again, Tactical is a little bit of a squishier class, the higher difficulties that you get into. So being able to have better economy on your med stims and more value out of them for every single med stim is going to help prolong yourself from going down, getting knocked down, getting a full-on death, and then having to respawn. It's going to help save you even just by having a single health stim. And that's the build for the Tactical for Absolute, hard daily, hard weekly stratagems. If you guys like this content, make sure to leave a like, subscribe, and here's some gameplay of a recent daily hard stratagem that I was able to get through using this specific build.
First, proceed to the Cadian outpost and establish their fate. You must then infiltrate the refinery and complete demolitions deployment. Trigger detonation only when the main swarm has entered the plaza zone. Captain Akaram will coordinate our efforts over Vox.
Auspex detecting Tyranid threats. Successful. Changing magazine. Clear a glass radius. Engaging elite calculations. Reloading. Pathetic Tyranid abomination.
So there are increased extremist spawns on this one. Triple Raveners.
Stay dead.
Lictor. Oh, unkillable Lictor too. Knock the Ravener out with radiating impact right there. And then focus fire on the Lictor. I'm using the 2x headshot multiplier bolt rifle. Accuracy variant. So good. Zero throw. Lictor 2.
Fortify your psyche.
Ravener behind me. Oh, it chunked a huge portion of health on that radiating impact. Look. Lictor's gone. Larry the Lictor, I believe, is what they are calling him on the Reddit forums. Our heavy's pushing a little bit farther than I would like, especially with increased extremist spawn. There. Zoanthrope up and see if I can take one out immediately. Got one. See if I can get some ammo back on my primary. Take the next one. I don't know how I got hit by that. Oh, double. Okay, sounds good. And I got stun locked into death.
Restorative procedure successful.
Like multiple Zoanthropes shooting their homing missile beams in a crossfire takes me out. A little bit frustrating. And multiple Biowars coming in. And the Lictor. Out of ammo, my secondary. Flicker coming in. There it goes. Sometimes when there's so many extremists, it is difficult for the timing when the extremist is taking damage from all 3 teammates.
All specs ready to scan.
You end up killing it before you can execute it.
My resolve is tempered.
Was able to find a guardian relic, so that's pretty fortunate. Because I am on a mortal wound. More Raveners coming in. And if he is going to pop up right underneath me, you can dodge when they pop right underneath of you. See, good banner from the bulwark to get my health back, at least a little bit.
Swapping magazine. For the Emperor.
I don't think he's gone yet, though.
Banner unavailable. Ready to leave. Approaching the Astra Militarum camp. It is deadly quiet.
Yeah, the first time we went down, I think that's just unfortunate. Someone throw beams, multiple crossfire, they're crossing over each other. I get hit off the edge with one, and then I get hit by the second one. But we continue forward.
The Astra Militarum demolition codes required to deploy and arm their ordnance. Source one from any soldier you see, alive or otherwise.
Scan ready.
Brothers, I hope you're having better luck. Sweep complete, but nothing here.
Take out one zone throw.
If I am the first to find these codes, you should expect a reprimand.
The codes are not here. I have the codes, brothers. We have located the codes, Command.
Proceed to the Prometheum refinery and complete the demolition preparations.
All specs primed.
Victor. Oh, while I'm grabbing ammo is crazy. Crazy work. More shrimps coming in. This lictor was a separate lictor than the unkillable one.
Thought you could hide from an established. I am wounded.
We gotta get out of here.
Ammunition here, first.
No banning. Stay close and sharp. For the Emperor! Look into the gate.
Nothing will escape this crew once it catches fire.
Another Northrop. Radiant impact saved me right there. Jump out of that, get the execution. Try and get some armor back here. Attack the Neurothroat. Try and get some damage off on it. Great banner from the full. Oh, and I get hit by a fucking sniper, of course. Oh my god, there's so many guys spawning in from this right hand side. Try to get some Neurothroat. Try and get the aspects for my guy right there, so he can take out those enemies a little bit easier, but I'm stuck on, yep, and I die to range damage while I'm engaging the lictor. We're not out of the fight yet. I think I hit the lictor with radiating impact a little bit there. Okay, okay.
Swapping magazine. Calibrate your gaze, brother.
Now he's gone.
Rounds expended. Your equipment is here. Attention.
The additional extremist is always super sweaty.
All specs ready to scan.
Another lifter. I don't know if this one is the unkillable one. Yep. Full-fledged lifter.
We made the liquid disappear. Medical resupply encouraged. Commendable performance noted. For the Emperor!
Talassa, the Cadians are running out of time. How close are you to completing the facility? You are making good time. They're going to need it.
Be ready.
They try and spawn in extremists behind us. Crazy work.
For the Emperor!
Looks like preparations were close before the guard was wiped out.
Use the codes to prime the bomb and finish its deployment into the crypt.
I'm gonna see if there's another relic over here on the left.
Cautiously, if you know what is good for you.
It's probably in the right corner. I think so. Like the unkillable one, you can knock it down like pretty easily compared to regular lictors, but I don't think it counts towards your ordeals, which kind of sucks. Because I've knocked him down a billion times on other hard stratagems, but none of them count. We got a Biovore up there just launching spore mines at us constantly. Crazy work. I'm gonna take these crack grenades, see if I can't crack that Biovore. I think one's stuck.
Your specs deep scan ready.
Charge has been up. Ranks of activation have been observed. The generators harboring the machine constantly. Ranks sequencing.
Regular lictor again. And I feel like if you get the one carry off and you get the Auspex scan on the individual target, It's a lot easier to manage.
Eliminates these unholy fluctuations.
Another Xenos bioform eliminated.
Gotta grab that liquor before he recovers from being incapacitable.
X-axis aligned by the Omnissiah's will.
2 axes remain.
Try and chase down this Majoris.
Changing magazine.
Swarm spotted.
Headed toward generator 4.
Generator 4 is suffering mechanistic palpitations. Provide service before components are armed.
And try and grab our guy here. We still have 70% on the generator.
Remain adamant. Stand and yield.
It's just super important you get to the generators on these missions, especially because if you don't get to the generator, you fail the mission. But with the heavy, he just takes everything right out, so...
Y-axis aligned. Margin of error 0.0 nanometers.
Oh my gosh, look at this.
Blessedly the Omnissiah's divine precision.
Progress is progress, brothers. We are almost there. Fresh magazine
I'm
in.
gonna try and crack these, at least one of them. Maybe two? Got one. Try and get another.
Deployment sequence.
So I basically just have unlimited crack grenades right now because I have secure stockpile. So 60-second crack grenades, perfect for zone throws, especially when it's double. They literally have 4 of them.
Ammunition reset. Refilling magazines.
Next location.
Enhanced tactic ready.
Move to the checkpoint here, try and get out of here before the lifter comes back again. Cover my boys when they're coming out. I can see him coming too. Look, he's in here with us. Saw that coming. Grabbing it too. Crack the Spivor, or crack one of them. Maybe 2. Oh shit, I got stuck to a fucking... Got stuck to a spore mine.
Ready to deploy.
Thankfully, we shouldn't get any more terminus level enemies because we've already faced 2 at this point.
Strategic point locked.
Melt to spam is going crazy.
For the Emperor.
going to for the Emperor and get jumped. There's one. I swore I crack grenaded him.
Tyranid unit sighted. This lictor stalks the battlefield now.
Just so many. I'm gonna grab the gene seed right here.
Will want to see this.
Just in case, you know. All three of us are level 25 Prestige 4, but you never know if someone's trying to level a weapon or something. Just grab it. If you die with it, it's fine.
Arrive at Nozick's facility. Run distraction efforts as long as you can.
We will
Hear
be
that
your
lictor?
bulwark, Rabbit.
Rest assured. I will hold you to
Gotta get to the elevator. Before this huge group comes, of course. Snipers are actually the worst, though.
No telling what surprises await.
Especially when they're firing you and you're trying to handle a melee enemy, like a Lictor or Ravener.
For the Emperor!
Now we wait until the Xenos swarm reaches our position.
Us against 100,000 or 200,000
Iron Hero
Tyranids.
online.
I like those odds even without.
Confidence is a weapon. Overconfidence is a disadvantage.
Again, a great banner from the Bulwark.
Check your aim.
Because I get all my health back, all my contested health back. Just from range damage output.
Lay down Primarch Proud.
My Auspex cannot even compute their numbers.
Iron Halo ready. Squad mate.
Victor.
Main swarm sighted. We await your signal, Captain.
dig in. We need that bomb triggered for optimal yield. Orbital scan estimates the bulk of the swarm will not be in position for a while yet. Keep your heads and get it done. The swarm is upon us.
Target area is saturated.
Wait for them to come in and light that
The
puppy.
Xenos are forming a burning the Tyranids.
It's behind our front line.
Try and take out the Zoan.
Swarm is continuing
While he's still
along
far
the
out.
path. Continue holding.
Just like that.
We must defend another front.
Always watch for them to come through the middle right here.
Flagged objective.
Or on the sides. But I hear them in the middle. Yep.
be overrun, but
Another
never
Zoan.
defeated.
Gonna try and take it out.
You are clear to ignite when ready.
The swarm has almost fully committed. Be ready for my mark. That should hold the creatures at bay.
On me. Gonna try and take the Zoan. Got Focus Selector.
You are clear to detonate. Cook those rotten bastards.
More extremists coming in.
We end it now.
More Zoans. Huge melt-a-bomb. Detonate this fucker.
Mortis reporting in. Our operation is a success.
Tyranid biosites.
Lictor might come in again.
90% and fallen. Swarm annihilation confirmed. Excellent work. Move to extract. Extraction complete.
Nicely done. Nicely played mission for sure.
Commendable work, brothers. You honored your chapter. Be ready for rearm, refit, and redeployment immediately.